Hey, what's happening, guys? Today we are going to take a look inside this box sent in by Uncle Rob. It is a digital multimeter kit from Elenco. It's the M2666K wide range digital multimeter with capacitance and transistor testing features. And there's the whole kit. And Uncle Rob knows how much I hate surface mount, so this is through hole. I don't know if I'm going to be able to build it all in one video or if I'm going to have to break this up, but we're definitely going to get started. This telling you, I mean, this is great. The Elenco companies like this that made kits were fantastic. Capacitance. Well, how are we measuring capacitance? The capacitor circuit consists of 4 op amps. To form an oscillator which is applied to a test capacitor through the leads, the capacitor couples the oscillator to pin 6. The amount of voltage is indicated the capacitor's ESR value. Amplified signals at pin 8. The AC is inverted DC voltage and displayed on the meter. Interesting. I really don't know what that meant. But if we look here at figure 7, we've got a there's our input. Got a bridge rectifier, it looks like, going on there. Yeah, interesting. Let's get to the instructions. Alright, assembly. The kit has been divided into a number of sections to make assembly easy, blah blah blah. So we open the bags in order, sections A through F. Meter display circuit assembly. DC voltage current assembly, AC voltage resistance, capacitance, final assembly. Instructions about soldering, how to identify components. Parts list. Assembling the following components to the PC board. Okay. Alright, so we have finally reached the beginning of our instructions on page 11. Assemble the following components to the board. So it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of resistors, capacitors, 1 transistor. Looks like about a 50-50 split of transistors and capacitors. Switch, battery snaps, and that would be it for that part. Yeah, and then you're on to section B. Okay. So we'll do our electronic, and then we'll do our physical assembly. This looks like it has zebra strips too. Okay, let's see what we need. Our circuit board. There's our section we'll be working on. Excuse me. Pardon me. I have what's being commonly now called cardiac cough. It's a lot of fun. It's because with my condition, my heart is weakened, it's not pumping as strongly, and it causes fluid to back up in my lungs. So I apologize if it annoys you, but there's not much I can do about it except continue to die. Section A. Section E. Oh, here we go. It's all right here. Section A. All right, I think we're about ready to get started soldering. Soldering iron is warmed up. Got the board here in the holder. Have my parts knolled out over here. Got my manual. And we should be ready to rock and roll. And keep in mind here that where these are marked figure A, we have to put our resistors in vertically. Where they're marked figure D, we need to put them in horizontally. So let's start with R8 is a 470K quarter watt resistor. Right there. Goes right there. And it is a vertical. So we'll be doing it like this. Resistors are non-polarized. We are going to put all of our vertical resistors with the resistor side into the white dot on the board, as that is how they have advised us to do it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have to change this. Hold on. There we go. It wasn't going to rotate cleanly in the other position. Now generally I would put in all the resistors at once and then solder everything, but I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Going to do these individually, try and make it kind of like a work of art, so to speak. Make this as neat as I can, because once this is finished, I'm going to give it away to one of you. If you're outside the US, you got to pay the shipping though. More details at the end. So, that's our first one down. Okay, next up is C6. Goes right there like that. Little blue tack to hold it in place, and we'll get it soldered in. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch me do these individually. I just wanted to get out what's going on here, and all right. So I'm going to finish up the A section, and I will come back when it's complete, okay? All right. All of the components from the card are gone, and with the exception of the last two, there we go. I've gone through to make sure to check everything off. So the next thing we got is this little push button switch. Switch one right there. And it's in this little Section A compartment here. There it is. So, all right. Want to make sure we put this in properly. The manual, let me adjust some things here. There we go. The manual is showing the board in this direction with a notch on the switch. Okay, there's the notch. Hopefully, I've done this properly. We'll blue tack that baby down to the board. And whenever I do something like this, I always tack the opposite corners. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That's all right, we got ways to fix that, don't worry. All right, Switchy Switcherton is in. Then we have to do the batteries. Oh, sorry, bumped the damn camera. Oh, doggone camera. So for the batteries, we are supposed to run the wires down like this. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would I run the batteries down? Now, if I'm doing this wrong, I will redo it, but don't think I want the battery clip to be on top of the board. That just doesn't make any sense. Yep, and there's the one I screwed up, so dagnabbit. Okay. There's the black one. Now the red one's going to be a little interesting. But don't worry. We'll get it. Just like that. Then I want to just go ahead and touch it again. Make sure we got plenty of solder on there, which we do. Good. And that completes that part. So now we have to go on to assemble the LCD. All right, so got the board. Then we have LCD housing. Does this come off? Yeah. Okay. Let's move this out of the way a little bit here. All right, so we have round edge up. Then we actually have our LCD and zebra strip here. Zebra strip. goes in like this. Then the LCD goes on top, like so. Make sure our zebra strip's up in there. Then the top cover clips on. This is not exactly easy. It's also not lining up right. One moment. Okay, that took a bit of finagling to get everything to fit there. What I ended up having to do was, once this cap is off, was to use a spudger to just pry the sides open a little bit so I could get the LCD glass to fit in there. So now we have to go through the testing procedure. So let me bring this in here where we can get a nice look at it. And we are supposed to put this around the ring so that we know where we're turning things, right? And then we set this on here. It says we may have to push down. All right, so we'll hook it up to power. 9 volts. Hopefully no smoke will be seen. At least that's my goal. All right, power on. Putting 9 volts through it. Not drawing any amps. Switch on. Nothing still. Okay, so step 1. Selector switch to the 200 ohm position, which I think is where we're at. The first decimal point should light and show a 200 under it. No, I don't know if that's right. Select the 20K position and the second decimal should light. Nope, I'm getting the same for everything. Oh, wait a minute. Am I? So 200 ohm should show 1 XX.X. See, I'm not seeing any decimal point in there at all. Okay, I got it. I just had to adjust. There it is. There's our 200. There's our 20. Okay, so we are good to go. Power off. Disconnect from the power supply. And that's it for Section A. So we'll get to Section B here pretty soon. But that's all we're going to do for Section A for today. Now, if you would like to win this multimeter, we will go until the end of June. You got till the end of June. And you just need to send me an email, arduino0169@gmail.com. I'll put it down below. Send me an email. Just tell me you want the multimeter. And that's it. Okay? I hope you enjoyed where we're at so far. And I want to thank Uncle Rob for sending this incredible project out to us. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Big thanks to all the patrons. And a special big thanks to Dogley. Right, Dogley? Did you help? That's it. I'm out. Peace.